Officials in Guam aren't keeping their citizens in the dark. The Guam Homeland Security and Office of Civil Defense released a two-page fact sheet on social media and their website that tells people how to prepare for an attack. CNN's Andy Rose explains.
It's a small island in the Pacific Ocean home to less than 200,000 people. And in the last few days, Guam has become the center of an international back and forth between two countries and their missile might. The U.S. territory of Guam, which is home to two military bases that cover roughly 1/3 of the island, is no stranger to threats from North Korea. Guam's Homeland Security advisors said it would only take 14 minutes for a missile fired from North Korea to strike the island. Even with the amped-up threats that have been flying this week, many on the island, including the governor, don't seem too fazed.
Obviously, I'm concerned about it, and there should be concern and worries about it too. But at the same time, it's important that we separate what is being said in the media with the reality of what are the facts on the ground. There is no requirement at this time for any increased defense threat level.
We've been assured by the governor that we shouldn't worry about it, so I'm pretty much putting that, taking that to heart.
The B-1 bombers are ready, and a two-page prep sheet on how to try and survive if a nuclear attack happens has been provided. But whatever happens next, residents remain hopeful.
If North Korea does try to launch any type of missiles or start a war, I feel that we are protected by the military.
I'm Andy Rose reporting.
President Donald Trump offers reassurance to Guam and tells its citizens not to worry about a thing. Here's CNN's Anderson Cooper.
We've just gotten in video of a phone call between the president and the governor of Guam, Eddie Bazo Calvo. It took place within the last hour or so. Chief of Staff Kelly apparently on the line as well. Here's a portion of it.
We are with you 1,000%. You are safe. We are with you 1,000%. And I wanted to call you and say hello. How are you?
Mr. President, as the governor of Guam, representing the people of Guam, and as an American citizen, I have never felt more safe or so confident with you at the helm. So with all the criticism going on over there from a guy that's being targeted, we need a president like you. So I'm just so thankful, and I'm glad you're holding the helm, sir.
Well, we're going to do a great job for you. Don't worry about a thing. And they should have had me 8 years ago, or at least somebody with my thought process, because that was the time. And frankly, you could have said that for the last 3 presidents. But you're going to be taken care of. You become, Eddie, I have to tell you, you become extremely famous. All over the world, they're talking about Guam, and they're talking about you, and I think you're going to get tourism. I can say this. Your tourism, you're going to go up in like 10-fold with the expenditure of no money, so I congratulate you. Now,
amid increasing tensions between the United States and North Korea, the Philippines is studying its options on how to respond if a full-blown war erupts. Officials admit there's only so much the Philippines can do. Our senior correspondent David Santos reports.
If North Korea makes good its threat to target Guam, security officials concede the U.S. will go to war. But unlike the Korean War in the early 1950s, Defense Chief Delfin Lorenzana doubts the Philippines would take sides should that happen.
This is different kasi mga rockets na lang pinapalipad eh. Anong gagawin natin yan? Wala naman tayong panglaban dyan sa rockets nila eh.
The 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty or MDT binds the Philippines and the U.S. to help each other if either one is attacked in the Pacific area. Question now is, can the U.S. invoke the MDT in a war with North Korea? Former National Security Advisor Roy Logoles says yes. But with the country's very limited military capability, there is only so much the Philippines can do. Subic and Clark were staging points for U.S. forces in the Vietnam War. Goles says that won't happen in this case. Then there are fears about the accuracy of North Korea's missiles.
If you look at the strategy lately of the United States, they try to avoid boots on the ground. They use drones, they use bombers, they use cruise missiles, so that there will be less casualty as far as warm bodies are concerned.
But what are the chances a wayward missile could end up in the Philippines?
We're watching with concern ang nangyayari dyan dahil Sa tingin ko, hindi naman accurate masyado yung rockets nila. Baka mamaya magkamali, biglang bumagsak.
In missile technology, there is such a thing as circle of error probability. You're talking of an error of 5 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 30, maybe at most 100 kilometers.
The distance between the Philippines and Guam, about 2,500 kilometers.
So we are way, way away from this error probability.
Gola says there's no reason to be alarmed. Instead, the government should focus its efforts on making sure Filipinos in South Korea, Japan, and Guam are safe. For now, the Philippines can only play the role of a peacemaker, tapping its diplomatic network to call for peace in the region. David Santos, CNN Philippines.
Still ahead, we tell you what's the hottest year on record so far. And it's a kidnapping like no other. Erwin Youssef enjoys his island getaway. This is Newsroom Weekend on CNN Philippines. Stay tuned. Hi to our viewers. I'd like to greet some of you now. Edward Marcelino, hello. He's watching from Saudi Arabia. Beverly Briones, Iligan City. Josie Bardon from Hong Kong. Jelay Del Gracia from Bukidnon. Joyce Biaton from Lebanon. Linda Cabanlit from Malaysia. Thank you for joining us tonight. I know some of you mga from faraway places, and thank you for being loyal viewers on Facebook Live. We have more stories for you. Last 7 minutes of the show. Do stay tuned up to the end. Newsroom's back with more stories. Catholic devotees can go to Nueva Ecija to see a replica of the Shroud of Turin from Italy. The replica will be enthroned at the Immaculate Conception Parish in the town of Nampicuan this evening. The Shroud of Turin is a centuries-old cloth believed to be the one Jesus was wrapped in after he was crucified. The replica was given to the Immaculate Conception Parish by the Basilica de Volto Santo in Manopello, Italy.
We are blessed, and we saw it is truly with the intervention of the Blessed Virgin Mary, because our parish is named after Immaculate Conception. It's a great blessing, not only spiritually, but it may be also economically, dahil din pangangailangan talaga ng mga mahihirap ang tulong ng Diyos. And ngayon nakikita po namin yun. Anyone, any pilgrims from different areas here in the Philippines, you can visit Nampicuan to see the Holy Face of Jesus here.
It's official, 2016 was the warmest year since record-keeping began 137 years ago. The annual State of the Climate report says 2016 set new records for global surface temperature, sea surface temperature, and greenhouse gases. Over 500 scientists from 60 countries contributed to the report issued by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association in the U.S. Researchers attribute the record heat to long-term global warming and El Nino. Before 2016, the hottest year on record was 2015. Another cleanup in Manila Bay. More than 1,000 volunteers rolled up their sleeves and joined the event through the Land Bank's Manila Bay Sunset Partnership Program. They also built rescue boats made of plastic bottles. These will be used to clean small creeks in flood-prone areas. Some Miss Earth Philippines candidates also took part in making the so-called Mabuhay balls. These will be used to enhance the water quality of the bay. Gilas Pilipinas books a spot in the quarterfinals of the FIBA Asia Cup after winning over Iraq 84-68. Terrence Romeo delivered 17 points, while Christian Standhardinger delivered 16 points and 7 rebounds of his own. Aside from securing a spot in the quarterfinals, this victory also gave the Philippines the top seed in Group B. Celebrity chef Erwan Youssef gets kidnapped by his friends. On Instagram, Nico Buzico says they took Youssef from his club in Bonifacio Global City and took him to a boys' night out in Siargao. Before that, they were already celebrating Youssef's bachelor party in Taguig. He is the younger brother of Buzico's wife, actress model Solen, and he's engaged to actress host Ann Curtis. That's what's happening in the newsroom this Saturday, August 12th. I'm Mai Rodriguez.